Be consensus driven. Think before you talk.
Carl Gustaf Göransson is a C-suite leader in the construction, equipment and automotive sector. Leading large global organizations, he has a lot of experience in large strategic reviews and turnaround plans. He has a reputation of significantly increasing sales and profitability. He introduced successfully lean organization, reducing fixed and variable costs. Business school educated, trilingual, English, Swedish, German, with a great cultural appreciation. He was leading successfully not only in the United States, but also in Europe and Asia. Decades of management experience in multiple functions like sales, operations, marketing and aftermarket services. Carl Gustaf Göransson is a real driven but empathetic business leader. Hi Carl Gustaf, welcome to Nego.coach studios.
Hello Agnes, a pleasure to be here with you today.
Carl Gustaf, Swedish negotiators have a reputation of being very fair and very successful negotiators. Please tell us, what are the secrets behind the Swedish negotiation success?
Okay, so what are the secrets behind the Swedish way of negotiating? I think we can divide this into 4 areas today. We talk about the emotions, we talk about the power, we talk about the rhetoric, and we talk about the structure. Let's start with the emotions. Swedish people, they are by nature open-minded, they are friendly, maybe sometimes a bit introvert, but they want to create a nice emotional atmosphere during the negotiation, which means that they do not like to come into a conflict. When a conflict would occur, they would try to avoid that. Then they could use what we call the coffee machine diplomacy. So during a coffee break, the 2 colleagues from Sweden would probably discuss a matter that they do not necessarily agree with and say, okay, we understand, but then they will go in and continue the meeting and maybe come back after the meeting with a formal yes or no to the person. So that's emotions. Let's move into power. Power is something the Swedish people are not too keen on. They want to have a fair atmosphere. They are very non-hierarchical in the way they work, and they're more interested to get a constructive dialogue in terms of versus saying who has the highest power in the meeting. So they are quite neutral when it comes to power. Rhetoric, the 3rd area. Rhetoric is very much think before you talk. Do not just jump in the pool, as we say, rather have a very thoughtful way of talking, way of presenting things. That's very much how the approach would be. Structure. Structure is important for the Swedish people when they prepare negotiation. They want to know what they're talking about, they want the message to come across very clear, but they also want to be flexible in the way of how they create the structure. They don't have a problem by being open also with their work-life balance, which means that it's okay to tell the audience that they have to leave the meeting, for example, 4 o'clock because they have to pick someone up from school or work. So they also want to make sure that I have a structure, but also have a very good work-life balance. So I think if we repeat what we discussed, emotions, power, rhetoric and structure, they all play well together.
Okay, Carl Gustaf. May I summarize a little bit for our listeners? The first point I got was Swedish negotiators are friendly. Friendliness does not mean that they agree.
Correct, that's correct.
They are about a good solution, not about hierarchy or power plays.
Yes, very much.
They think before they talk. And they like to be prepared to have a good structure, but flexibility is king when it comes to find a good solution.
Exactly so.
Is that what we can draw from their mastery of negotiation?
I would say so. A very good balance out of these 4 areas.
Yeah. Okay, Carl Gustaf. I guess that is really a great message to everyone. And thank you for being here and sharing your ideas and insights. And thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Dear listeners, thank you for being with us. Please follow us on Nego.coach and our focus page on LinkedIn. Soon you will find there new episodes on international negotiations, video negotiations, large negotiation projects, and great guests like Carl Gustaf Göransson. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out at hello@Nego.coach. Thanks for being with us. Hope to see you soon on Nego.coach.